okay, this will be a little interesting video. This is something that's been on my mind a bit lately, but it's how conditioned we are to conform in society, to follow all these rules and laws that are set. And some people, you know, we're conditioned through school and that, you know, you're told to listen to teacher, do this, do that, don't do this, and it follows you throughout your life. There's all these rules, you know, and it's weird when you think of the lives that we live as well, how we work, and the little bit that you gets taxed by the government. You get taxed left, right and centre on everything. So it's all designed so that you don't have much, basically. You know, what little you do get, they take lots off you. And then even little things like when you go shopping now, how it's like you literally, you know, if you do the self-service thing, you know, you're scanning your own shopping, bagging your own shopping. It's like really kind of conditioning everyone, and society seems to be getting more and more like that. The way that I see it, it's like we're so far apart from what we used to be or what we would originally be. I know it sounds kind of crazy and it might be going off on a really weird tangent, but it's like, you know, you see the animals and things like that now, they're living, they're free. They don't have that, all the things in the life that we have to worry about, you know, with modern lives. Whether it's, you know, you live in a house, you pay rent or mortgage, and this is it, you have to go out to work to earn your living. Well, at least people that work. There are some exceptions to that, obviously, but you know, you go out and earn your salary, you get paid, and then you got rent or mortgage. You might have, you know, a car to pay for, and even if you own the car or own the house, you've got like utility bills, insurances, things like that to pay for. Then you obviously need to get your food, you know, in order to eat, to survive. It's just like one thing after the other. I mean, these days everybody has mobile phones or cell phones, you know, so you have those to pay for, and things like internet that didn't exist a while ago, you know, to pay for. And it's just like one thing after the other. And in today's age as well, where everything's getting more expensive and life becomes a struggle, it's just weird because the whole conditioning aspect of it becomes more apparent and noticeable, where literally everything that you do is kind of you know, you're conditioned to do this and conditioned to do that. And it's not a good way to be. I mean, it's like, you know, you drive your car down the road and you've got speed limits everywhere, which, yeah, for some reasons near schools and things like that do make sense. But then there's all the AMPR as well, which is clocking everywhere where you go. It's crazy, you know. They used to have tax discs on cars. They got rid of them now because obviously your registration can be recognised. And again, it's weird because you just think if you was driving a car around without a registration, then effectively you're off the system to a degree, unless all this facial ID and things like that come in and there's cameras smart enough to recognise that. But and then again, things like your cell phone would be giving your position away in your car as well, modern cars with the technology that they have in them. So I don't know, it's a weird world, and you know, where is it going in the future? Where will it be in the next like 10-20 years? I don't know, but it'll be interesting to see. Again, this video is a bit of a weird one, it's hard to kind of convey it across fully exactly what I'm thinking, but yeah, it's just weird when you look at life. I suppose a good way of looking at it is if you look at life like back in the day, you know, if you go back to even like the 1940s, 50s, 60s, if you could fetch a person forward back in time from there, straight from there to modern day, I think they'd be really shocked at a lot of the aspects of our life. How does that control there? And you know, because back in the day there was a lot less control over things. I mean, even, and it's weird, even I can remember back so far that, like, I mean, I can remember the 80s and 90s, you know, but before cell phones really became a big thing. So it's like you could, you know, you wouldn't be in that constant contact with people or communication. So it was almost like a sense of freedom. It's like if you switch your phone off and put it in a box and then you just walk somewhere, and it was one of those where people didn't contact you because they couldn't contact you. You know, you might kind of say to your parents or something, oh, I'm off by such and such a friend or something like that, or you might even call them from your friend's house, but that was it, because the mobiles didn't exist. It's like for for that amount of time you was your own thing, your own entity. You was free, you was not tethered to anything. And when I think back, it was kind of liberating. It was good times. But yeah, I'll leave it at that for this video, because I'm kind of rambling a bit now, I think. But if you've got this far, thanks for watching. Give it a like if you have found some value from this, and feel free to subscribe to my channel. It certainly does help with the channel and supports it. But yeah, if you've got this far, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.